Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today there's been some breaking news. Kevin Durant has been traded to the Houston Rockets. Wow. So here's the trade information. The Phoenix Suns are trading two-time Finals MVP Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, and 5 second-round picks, sources tell ESPN. For me, this is such a win for the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green was not good enough in the playoffs, shown that he could not rise to the occasion, was too gun shy, could not handle the pressure of the playoffs, the defense of the playoffs. He's got too many flaws in his game for him to be a cornerstone piece of a franchise. Dillon Brooks, he's a very serviceable role player, and I think taking Dillon Brooks out of that Houston Rocket team hurts them a bit because he was their defensive identity in a sense. He brought that intensity, that energy. So removing a guy like that off your team, it's going to have an impact. But for Kevin Durant, this is unbelievable. They only gave up one first round pick. This is key, right? In today's market, a player of the quality of Kevin Durant should go for more than that. For sure. For sure. Desmond Bain just went for 4 first round picks. And I know the quality of this pick is really good, but Kevin Durant should be worth a couple of first round picks. This is an absolute bargain for the Houston Rockets. And KD on the Houston Rockets, that's scary times for sure. Let me tell you why. So, how could Houston line up next season? At the 1, Fred VanVleet. At the 2, Amen Thompson. At the 3, Kevin Durant. At the 4, Jabari Smith Jr. And at the 5, Alfred Sengun. This is an unbelievable lineup. The length this team has to offer defensively, it's scary. And I'm pretty sure Amen Thompson's going to take a massive leap next year in terms of his ball handling ability, his shooting, his ability to play make. This man's going to be sensational next year. And pair him up with Kevin Durant, that is a lethal duo. And all 5 of these players are great defenders. I know Phoenix weren't great last year, but in my opinion, Kevin Durant was excellent defensively. He was the only positive defender for the Houston Rockets. So, yeah, this team is going to look very scary defensively. And in the playoffs, one deficiency of the Houston Rockets was their inability to score in the half-court setting. And Kevin Durant offers a plethora of that. Kevin Durant in the half court is unbelievable. He's as efficient as anybody we've ever seen in the history of the NBA. He provides them spacing, an easy 40% three-point shooter. So he just makes them a lot more better, right? And Houston's got great depth as well. They can play Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepherd at the 2. Aaron Holiday is the backup point. At the 3, who do they have at the 3? I don't remember, but they got Tari Eason as well. They got Steven Adams, who's a rebounding monster. So they're stacked as a team, which is scary, which is really scary. And I think Jabari Smith is going to have more opportunity to get into that starting lineup. Last year, he was more used as a bench player. I thought he was excellent and tremendous in the playoffs. He can be used as a stretch 4, provides the much needed spacing. I expect him to take a jump next year as well, alongside Amen Thompson. So, look, Houston want to win now. They want to win now. They're sending a huge statement to the rest of the NBA. And the West next year, as it always has been, is going to be a bloodbath. What this means for the Phoenix Suns. I think Jalen Green is a decent basketball player. I think Dillon Brooks can make a big difference to a team. You see what he did at Memphis. After he left Memphis, they haven't been the same team. He gave Houston a defensive identity and intensity, a sense of urgency and energy. So he's going to be a great addition to Phoenix for sure. And I think Jalen Green will be a good addition. But they're not really championship needle-moving acquisitions for Phoenix. And if I'm Devin Booker, I think this is the time to leave, to be entirely honest with you, because Phoenix, they have failed him as an organization in terms of building the right squad around him. They were at the NBA Finals in 2021 and really haven't had a sniff since then. Monty Williams did a great job with them, but after that, there hasn't really been a deep run in the playoffs. So if I'm Devin Booker right now, I think it's time to go, and I think he will be traded for sure. Phoenix look like a team that want to rebuild, want to invest into their future. And future trade destinations for Devin Booker. If I'm D-Book, I don't want to stay in the West. The West is too stacked. It's too difficult. San Antonio are going to be crazy next year. Houston with the addition of KD, crazy. OKC are going to be there. Lakers have Luka. There's so many more teams. Golden State, they're going to have Jimmy Butler for a whole season. There's probably teams I'm missing, to be honest, that are not even in my mind right now. Who else was in the playoffs? Dallas Mavericks, they're going to be good. So there's too much talent in the West right now. In my opinion, if I'm D-Book, I'm going to the East and I'm going to Detroit. Cade Cunningham and Devin Booker, you can make an argument that's the best, guard lineup in the NBA. They're that good. And I think Devin Booker suits the Detroit Pistons very well. Provides them that, that secondary scoring option after Cade. Can score in the half court. Efficient mid-range shooter. A true playoff riser. So I think that's the best fit for D-Book. But what do you guys think about this KD trade? I think a lot of people deep down knew that Houston Rockets were a strong favourite to land KD. But now that it's happened, it's still quite shocking. Well, that's the end of the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and peace.